Hi, Dr. Hurley. Great to meet with you today. I just got off the phone with a prospective student who had a lot of questions about the packaging school, specifically who you are. She did know that you're a professor at Clemson University and the founder and chief learning officer here at the packaging school. We talked about how your research lab answers complex questions on product marketing and packaging, and that you've tested thousands of packages for hundreds of brands.
Well, thanks so much for the kind introduction, Julie. It's been great working with you. We go back to 2018, where you were a student in Clemson's Food Technology PhD program. And now it's even better. You're part of the packaging school team, our academic director, and we've been collaborating in this capacity for the last 5 years.
I'm so glad to be here. Back to our prospective student. She was very interested in understanding how the human element is translated into our coursework, since we are an online school. She was worried that she'd be talking to robots and not be able to get in touch with a real person. I told her she has nothing to worry about in this department. We have a great student coordinator that handles enrollments, program questions, and more.
And did you happen to mention that you're the instructor for our Certificate of Mastery in Packaging Management, which is run with Clemson University's Center for Corporate Learning?
Yes, I explained to her that while the program is online, students are part of a cohort and I am their shepherd leading the way. I'm always available for office hours and give my students my contact information. The best part of my job is collaborating with our very unique and interesting students. My goal is to adapt the experience for executive students differently from a new professional looking to lead their first project.
On the topic of the Certificate of Mastery in Packaging Management, did you discuss the program timelines and how it runs in cohorts that are only offered a handful of times each year?
Absolutely. The Certificate of Mastery is a 12-week program composed of 14 courses and offers 8 continuing education credits. The investment averages about an hour a day across the 12 weeks. All students retain a year access to all the course content. Throughout the years when running this program, we've received feedback from our students who said that in the 12 weeks, they laser focused on packaging and not on general education that most institutions require. Others have said that the fast track have helped me level up my packaging knowledge tenfold.
Now, I've noticed that determining which program is best for each student is sometimes a question. I like to break our programs down in the following way. The Certificate of Mastery is our premier program. It's comprised of 14 key courses, has a completely customized project based on your needs and interest. And it's led by a packaging PhD professor over 12 weeks. So folks with full-time jobs can be successful in this program, and a full year of program access is included. Now, the Certificate of Packaging Science is the next program, which is comprised of access to 12 of those 14 courses over a year where you set your own completion schedule. You'll have access to our student services team for any of your questions, and everything in the Certificate of Packaging Science is included in the Certificate of Mastery. The final is Packaging Foundations. It's the first course in both certificates, but when taken alone, we have a bootcamp version that is offered over 20 days and is a really unique experience.
I explained that Packaging Foundation serves as an introduction to the packaging industry and provides the fundamental knowledge necessary to get you up to speed. We talked through how this unique program works. 8 hours of educational content broken up into 20 minutes of coursework a day for 20 days, but they do have 30 days access, giving them some wiggle room to complete everything since we understand the busy schedules of our students. And we also detailed the workbook.
That is fantastic. Yes, this workbook really is the key to the course. You can get the book or download the 182-page document, and it's designed to help you apply the course content and develop a better understanding of the materials so you can begin using your newfound knowledge right away. So completing the workbook helps students build a customized packaging resource that you can use long after the course ends.
Yes, and this program is a great onboarding tool that works for departments such as marketing, sales, procurement, legal, distribution, quality control, manufacturing, and warehousing. A question did come up about how bootcamp is different from our Packaging Foundations course.
Great question. The difference really comes down to the amount of time you have to access the information. In Foundations, you have a year to complete the course. And in the bootcamp, you go through a structured agenda that gives you information to complete over 20 days, but you have 30 days to complete the whole program. And for that reason, we offer bootcamp at a lower investment.
A great deal indeed.
So you talked about how the Certificate of Mastery runs in cohorts. how this marks one of the main differences between it and the Certificate of Packaging Science, right?
For sure. We talked through how the Certificate of Packaging Science runs asynchronously versus a cohort, which is the nature and benefit of the Certificate of Mastery. The Certificate of Packaging Science is a one-year online program that teaches the materials, processes, and influences shaping the advancement of the industry. From design conception to production and end of life, students learn how to speak the language of packaging and utilize it as a key differentiator for themselves and their company. So this program allows for login anytime, anywhere, with no set schedule of course completion. But we're always available for questions.
Exactly. It's a really robust program with 60 hours of content, 12 courses, and 6 continuing education units.
Right, and while she loved hearing about bootcamp and CPS, her primary interest is in the Certificate of Mastery.
Fantastic. So what did she think of the packaging development plan?
For sure, one of my favorite things to talk about with prospective students. The Packaging Development Plan, or PDP, is unique to the Certificate of Mastery. It is where you get to apply the teachings of the courses to your own organization or personal project. The PDP is an ongoing project throughout the Certificate of Mastery that ends up being a fantastic asset to share with stakeholders involved in bringing your projects to life. It begins with a template and will evolve into something so much bigger. Some students have submitted innovation launch plans to set up a new manufacturing line for their PDP.
I think it's important to note that the PDP is not linear. It's an iterative document, and as you learn, you may return to prior sections and update them. So the more you invest in this project, the more useful it is for you and your team after earning the Certificate of Mastery in Packaging Management. And it's not a one-size-fits-all type of project. You get to tailor it to your specific needs, and the possibilities are endless. There's absolutely nothing that you cannot learn during your studies throughout the Certificate of Mastery that cannot be completed through the Packaging Development Plan.
She was definitely very curious about the common projects our students have completed. For starters, I told her they're typically divided into line extensions, new or fictitious products, redesigning the status quo of a packaged product, and redesigned packaged products. You can even use a project you've been working on within your organization and reimagine it for this project. We've seen a lot of students that are currently working in the packaging industry do this for their company.
Absolutely. We get a wide variety of projects, and they are just so imaginative and innovative, really allowing the students to raise the bar within their own organizations.
To this point, I explained to her some of my favorite examples. We had a student create a project around bottled water that comes in Tetra Pak format. He redefined the status quo by creating a new product for an existing line that removed the bottle from the equation. His goal for this was to minimize the carbon footprint and reduce the use of single-use packaging.
That's really innovative. Did you tell her about the student who created a redesigned liquid fabric softener that was a more sustainable bag-and-box solution? He also used the experience of the Certificate of Mastery to align packaging goals with marketing KPIs, resulting in a new product that really stands out on the retail shelf.
Yeah, so what about the student who created a downsized and redesigned bottle of dish detergent? He wanted to leverage the combination of cost versus price point on an ounce-by-ounce basis and use new materials that had 100% recycled content. Another student worked on a line extension of the current laundry detergent portfolio in pouch format. Her focus was improving and rethinking a 3-liter pouch to be sustainable through reduction in packaging materials.
We even have students focusing on seasonal packaging. One student thought way outside the box by creating a giftable set of 24 items, focusing on self-care pampering within an advent calendar context for her beauty products. And the goal was to create reusable secondary packaging that can serve as a storage organizer.
And one more, a student decided to revolutionize the way cheese and yogurt is packaged by putting the food in reusable clay jars and cotton cheesecloth. He ended up starting this business and sent me some of his products. They were so delicious.
With so many graduates, it would take a very long time to highlight all the PDPs to date. Packaging is awesome, and the Package Development Plan truly exemplifies that point and gives the student the opportunity to prove just how awesome it is by focusing on any topic of their choice within the universe of packaging.
It does make a great asset for students, and we make it fun along the way. As I said, I'm always available to help brainstorm project ideas because sometimes starting is the hardest part. While we were talking, I even sent the students some testimonials. Let's take a look.
The natural career choice for me was to come back and help my dad out, because I'm the only child and he's the only son as well.
He said, no, I'll join in packaging. I said, you're welcome. Packaging is a huge line, but we are still into a very conventional kind of packaging, but we need to invest a lot. So he said, no, I'll come. But then at the meantime, he joined this university in America, in Carolina. And then after that, what all he has done, tremendous. Hats off to him.
When I came back, I saw there's this technical education gap. Since, I got the information and knowledge regarding how businesses work, but I didn't know really how a packaging world works. I needed to bridge that gap. Believe me, Kevin, these 3 months of packaging school, they were much better than my 3 years at Warwick, because I got information that I could actually apply. So my routine would be, I would go to the factory in the morning, I would finish up my meetings and do my admin work. And then after that, while sitting at the factory, I would switch on to packagingschool.com and do my classes. So it's really convenient to do, since I needed to help my dad as early as possible. And if I wouldn't have done this course, I think it would have taken me another year, because to understand the process, it takes time. And he's single-handedly, managing the business. So he doesn't have time to, teach me through everything. So this course really helped me. I'm all praises to everyone. I keep in touch with everyone, and they're like family to me. I'm being honest. The CMPM overall is very helpful, because it not only teaches you about paper, since I'm from the paper industry, but it gave me an overview of the metal, the glass, and the plastic. So now I have, even if I want to diversify, when I have the money to do it, I still have a background knowledge of how is plastic made, or what I can do with plastics, or what I can do with metal, or what I can do with glass. So that's a very big plus point. I can't thank packaging school enough. They've changed my life. They have.
That is a truly impactful example of a student whose career was shaped by taking the Certificate of Mastery program.
And there's even more where that came from. Check out these testimonials from some of our amazing students.
Awesome stuff, Dr. Suggs.
Students at the packaging school really are my passion. I love connecting with them from all over the world. Our student base is by no means confined to the US. We have students from Fiji, Colombia, Brazil, Mexico, Kuwait, Argentina, Australia, El Salvador, Dominican Republic, Canada, Denmark, and India. Wow.
Were you also working on a reference letter for a student applying for a new job the other day?
Yes, my job as an instructor of the CMPM does not end with 12 weeks. I love to stay in touch with my students and maintain a relationship for years to come. Releasing courses week by week helps prevent students from feeling overwhelmed with the long-term target of finishing all the courses in just 12 weeks. Students have told us that this methodology makes the coursework more manageable and makes them feel more accomplished as they finish each course. Also, midway through the program, we offer a break for students to be able to catch their breath and make up coursework or PDP assignments as needed.
But there is flexibility, right?
Yes, something many learners tell us they appreciate about our program is the flexibility. We understand that many of them have very full lives with family, work, and extracurricular activities that keep them very busy. One learner said, the flexibility to do my own schedule was awesome because I was able to look at what sections there were for the week, and then I would schedule out my week ahead of time based on my availability and what was required.
That reminds me of a Benjamin Franklin quote, "Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn." Involving an employee in learning stems from a company's desire to invest in the future, both the employees and the companies. Employee training and development becomes a path for investing in that future.
We talked about some ways this plays out.
That's great. Education is critical to growth, and online learning beyond traditional brick and mortar school walls is an effective way to receive education in today's world. Research has shown that employee education can increase development and self-esteem. And when employees feel like they are contributing to their company, they have a profound sense of value, which in turn boosts their confidence in the workplace. Likewise, it increases their productivity, adding vast benefits to a company. And education can help foster productivity by allowing employees to acquire a wider range of skills.
Our prospective student mentioned wanting a promotion, and I told her that this type of putting out what you hope to get back investment helps stimulate opportunities for internal promotion. Well-trained employees have a larger arsenal of knowledge, allowing them to efficiently cover more areas within the company.
And like we talked earlier about, by finishing that package development plan, you have an asset to begin sharing and implementing within your company immediately.
This particular prospective student is in the paper industry, so some of her questions revolved around the subject matter and if it would be relevant for her job.
Very good questions indeed. Since we cover topics such as market trends, product management, regulations, corporate sustainability, glass, metal, polymers, corrugated, printing, labeling, and design, we can go on. Manufacturing and packaging distribution. Every aspect of the coursework may not seem to immediately connect with their current needs. However, it's critical in this industry to have a comprehensive understanding of all the materials, processes, and technologies that packaging encompasses.
That is so true. When talking with an alumnus from the paper industry about the program, they said it was not only good to get a refresher about the process and production of paper after being in the industry for 15 years, but they also said they learned more about the technical processes of other materials their customers use. Since their customers use materials other than just paper, it is not only important what you do, but you need to know what your customers do. And that is really impactful and speaks volumes about our comprehensive curriculum.
Exactly. Many students in this program say that this program helps them understand the daily life of their customers and that it offers a holistic approach to different aspects of packaging.
So true. And another student from the corrugated industry said the program provided the full picture, from planning to implementation of a new product, that she is excited and ready to create solutions for her team.
Following the completion of this program, students can fill in the gaps of their packaging vocabulary, speak more confidently in discussions, and be recognized as knowledge leaders and packaging professionals. Students graduating from the program can re-enter their communities around the world and spread the knowledge of packaging even further.
100%. Well, Dr. Hurley, I love chatting with you today about our prospective students and our amazing programs. Going to draft up an email today with all these points.
See you soon, Dr. Suggs.
Bye, Dr. Hurley.